Hello everyone, welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis, and we are still in the Blood Bowl 3 2025 World Championships group stage, and this is week 3 still. This time up we have Br1ght and his Orcs versus Ghorghor Bey and his Dark Elves. Br1ght got demolished last week, mostly, but not entirely, due to his Russian internet die-in and him having no time clock from like turn 3 onwards. Which means that Br1ght is coming into this match with 1 point, which is a bit of a problem because Olivier Delac, ODL, has 6 points, so Br1ght can't beat him. And Benbow Baggins has 1 point also, and Ghorghor Bey has 3 points. So Br1ght has to beat Ghorghor here, and then he has to hope that Benbow Baggins loses. Whereas Ghorghor Bey just needs a draw. No, wait, Benbow Baggins has got 1 point. And Ghorghor Bey has 3. So if he gets a draw, it's on 4, and then Benbow has to win and score more touchdowns. Currently, though, they're both on 2. Yeah, okay. So Ghorghor really needs to win as well. But if he draws, it's still down to the other result. Whereas Br1ght has to win and still wait for the other result, even if he wins. So, with no tackle on the board, what, in my opinion, should happen here, it looks like he's setting up for a Daka. These two players shouldn't be linos, they should be blitzers. On a blitz, they're more likely to survive the blitz, and also on a solid defense, they can dodge away. So these should be blitzers. You can put the players where they are now, and then others up here and here to make sure there's no route through. And then this player that's going to get the ball should be like here or something. There's no need to be back. Because if the ball lands here, he has to go forward and back again then. Whereas if he's up here already, he can go sideways and come back down here. And that is quite possibly the... I mean, how many times have we talked about this legitimately? How many times? Like, it's got to be 40, 50 times talking about, like, why I always set up here in important games because of this exact kick into this exact kickoff result. And now it's happened to Ghorghor Bey, and it's an absolute disaster. If the Orcs catch this ball, he probably just loses. Nothing he can do about it. So what he should have done to avoid the surf is have the mighty blow on the outside there and just have a flat line of Orcs. Pretty silly to give this up here, but it doesn't matter. It's gone in the crowd. No, don't go forward. No, you should still Daka, mate. What are we doing? No, Jim. That's not these two, no. Br1ght has to win, Ghorghor can draw. But if Ghorghor draws, he can still be knocked out. And if Br1ght wins, he can still be knocked out. The only way this doesn't matter, the result of the next game, is if Ghorghor wins. If Ghorghor wins, he moves to 6 points and can't be caught. But if he draws or if Br1ght wins, the next game matters. Yeah, Ghorghor's on 3. He beat Bembo in second week. Why on earth wouldn't you dodge these elves, Ghorghor? Why are we just eating blocks? And now you're eating your Apo. Oh no, we're not even eating the Apo. We're just deciding to be capped at 10. What is happening? Why have we pushed down the pitch on like turn 1? Why are we eating badly hurts and eating blocks? And now we're just running back anyway? Can't clear the ball, so this is a 1 in 36 to disaster. Best time to dodge this would have been when your players were all still here. As much as, these are 1 in 12 9 6s or whatever, you still have to make this 1 in 36, so you should have done it when your players were all standing around, because it's a less of a disaster if it fails. Yeah, crazy, complete crazy lack of dackers. And there's a snake right there. And I don't know if you've noticed this at all, Ghorghor, but that is not a fucking screen. Why not just be better, Ghorghor? Come on. That's not right, is it? Isn't there a 30-odd% chance to vomit just because he's a blodger? He's armor 8. He could have just 55%ed him with the reroll. Just give up 20% sack equity. Saquity. I mean, it was, you could have just sacked him with this, couldn't it? You just put the troll here and just blitz him with him. Fuck the recovery. And you can still recover on him if you get a full POW because you get a follow. You don't even need to dodge. The only way you sack him is with a full POW, so he can still pick up the ball. Like, I want this ball on the ground more than anything else. Yeah, who cares? You got a dodge from you anyway, right? Still a 1 in 36. Okay, but, I mean, he goes there, right? Why the fuck would he go there? Aren't you going there? What? Okay, I do have to ask, Ghorghor, if you watch this. Are you drunk? High? What's happening? And he's dead now. Nope, he actually survived. Yeah, you 3+ this. You roll a 3+ to get 2 dice on the ball in Chunt's column. I would like to point out Ghorghor sometimes hangs out in this chat. And he's decided to stand in Chunt's column next to a downed player. So, yeah. Like, I guess I shouldn't feel bad about teaching people how to play better. Because they just won't fucking listen. So I'm not really costing myself anything. Two rushes. It's 2 rushes with the troll. Not doing that. Okay, and he's also getting absolutely moided because he's fighting orcs. As it turns out, orcs are better at fighting. Orcs are good for crumping. Ah, now you've remembered that being far away from orcs is better than being close to orcs. Yes, the guard was badly placed by Br1ght. Weirdly, Ghorghor still has 3 rerolls. 3 less players, but 3 rerolls. Four less players. Okay. 2 rerolls. Oh, that's bad. Okay. 1 reroll. Like, I don't understand. That's not safe. You know that's not safe, right? Were you having a stroke during this game? What have you done in this game? Like, I genuinely don't understand what's happening.
Playoff nerves.
Playoff brain damage? Well, there we go. He's 1 in 9, but it isn't going to matter. Maybe he'll matter, who knows. Yes. Br1ght is a solid second-tier player, easily, and Ghorghor Bey is a solid lower second-tier player. Like, this is absolute nonsense. Ghorghor beat Benbow convincingly in the second week. This is just gibberish. This is like he's let his niece play or something. I guess I should have said nephew, just to be clear. Didn't mean to mean to be sexist by saying niece. Also, a chomp happened, so you get a chomp. Why didn't we follow? Why isn't this one going first? This was just a 3-2. To come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it means he can't move. He survived the blitz. No rerolls for either coach. Like, no rerolls last turn. Ghorghor should have just tagged everyone and forced him to dodge. Now he's fucked. Oh, quadruply fucked. No chance in Hades fucked. There we go, basic. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Well, worth a shot, I guess. One in 27 into failing the dodge. None of this matters now. It is almost zero chance of 8 Dark Elves taking the ball off 11 Orcs. Well, I mean, it's only a tiny chance, but Br1ght is adding to that chance by not moving anyone before taking blocks, but whatever. Vaguely moved. This should just be a walk-in, and it means that Ghorghor stays on 3 points. And it means the Br1ght will move up to 4 and pass him. So this means if this plays out as expected at this point, and it will have to be something pretty major to not have that happen, this means Ghorghor is out and Br1ght has to watch the other match. And we'll just call out anything major that is a screw up or whatever, because this should be a walk-in. So there already is a bit of a screw up. There's no guard on the back of this cage. Like, Ghorghor's got nothing to lose by rolling dice here. And he's got a bunch of dodge elves. One of them could make it to there, and the other one could dodge in for a 1D. Like, it's not impossible. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 4 rushes, but it's a 1D on the ball for 4 rushes and a 5+ dodge, which is 55%. Like, do you really want to leave that on because you just put your guards in the wrong place? Be crazy to give up, like, such an obvious win by just not adhering to guard diagonals on a cage. Like, we call it a YouTube cage for a reason, because, like, this is just the cage that everyone teaches you to make. And the guards should be on opposite diagonals to cover every square you can dodge in from. And he hasn't done that. And for you, if you're wondering why we were talking like as if Ghorghor had a stroke or whatever earlier, so this is a dream. Like, if you're gonna play orcs, this is a dream orc team, right? I mean, this doesn't. Come on, this is just a free block. This is a dream orc team for him. He had 4 blodge, 1 rodge, 1 dodge, and there's 0 tackle on this orc team. It's all guard. Which, you know, elves don't give a shit about that much guard. 2 guard is enough to, like, fuck elves up. They don't need all this guard. So, this is a dream for him. And instead of giving up 1 blitz a turn, where his opponent has to 2 dice a blodger and hope for a 30% knockdown, he gave up so many blocks. Like, crazy amounts of blocks by just not dackering, not even do-si-doing, just charging into the orcs and then, like, pulling back to the middle and basing people. Like, absolute disaster of a drive. Well, that's a good block. Guard corners. Managed it this time. Oh, that's weird. Excuse me. If you don't watch all my videos, by the way, you should be aware that I do have a permanent, incurable condition. I don't just cough because I'm rude. So I do try to mute myself if I feel it coming, but regularly I just don't. So I'm afraid for those of you who have some kind of, like, horrific reaction to people coughing, this is not the channel for you. So the Venga doesn't do anything over a guard corner cage basic. It's the same. The Venga bus only does something if you put the drivers in, because it makes the 6+ dodges, which you can do without a Venga bus. Venga bus is normally if you don't have guards, because then the guy in the middle is a pseudo guard. If you have guards, you can just do a YouTube cage with guard corners, because it's still red dice. There's no way to make it not red dice. Not yet, Plo. If you're hanging about, I can do them next. But I gotta do Bembo Baggins versus Olivier Dulac after this. So we'll see how it goes. So earliest I can get to it is in about an hour. Are you on like a huge? You on like a huge delay, basic. So again, this is a small issue, isn't it? Like there's really no need to do this. As shitty as it is, right? You should nitpick quad skulls at this point, like because this is important for him. He has to win this game. He should be doing everything by the book. There's no reason to blitz with your cage corner without moving the cage, because if that is quad skulls, which we've seen in multiple games, like over the last thing, they happen to everybody, like on average who plays a bash team anyway, like every 20 to 25 games. Do you want this to be your quad skull game, the world championship, because you didn't cover it? Like sometimes you can't cover quads, right? It's the obvious times that you can that matter. With no witch, this is why going the 2 witch build is more interesting, isn't it? Because when you lose the witch like this, you don't have anything fun to do. You don't have any agency plays. You don't have any red dice frenzy plays or anything. I mean, I don't even know what you do here as Dark Elves. Like, I would, go for that 1 dice earlier in the drive because he hasn't had it again since. Oh, he's got it here. He's got it here. These don't have guard. He should do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He should do it here. This is it. He's got to move this guy because that's the corner he's got to cut. So he can be the one that tags here. And then he can dodge with this guy around and come in here for the 1 dice. Like, you've got to. Yeah, like, if he gives you the 1 dice, you've got to take the 1 dice because he really, really shouldn't be giving you the 1 dice. Like, it should be on. That's the thing, right? People think that I'm nitpicking. But at the start of a drive, there should be certain things that flag up in your brain that you should own, like you should have, like floating in front of your eyes for the entire drive. That's why I bang on about setting up properly, because that's the first thing. It's like, right, it's 0-0. This is my win now, right? It's 0-0, and I got the ball, and he's got 8 elves, and I got a full team. This is my win. So the only way this can be taken from me is a dicing, which I can't do anything about, like a comedy mega dicing, a blitz, so let's just sort that out, and me fucking up my ball defense. That's it. That's all you've got, right? So all you should care about are those 3 things. And the blitz is gone on turn 1, so all you should care about for the rest of the drive is, I need to keep this ball where he can't one dice it. There's almost nothing you can do to stop him red dicing it, right? Because at best, you can just walk forward with H cages. It's still a 6+ red dice. You can always do that. A 6+ with an elf is 30%. There's nothing you can do if he 6+ red dices you. You're not going to meet cube all the way up the pitch. But you can't give away better than that. And this is better than that. This is the second time he's given away better than that. You just can't. It's crazy. Look at all those guards. He has 5 guards, and he's given up a 1 dice. And Ghorghor's moving, so he probably hasn't seen it. Yep, if he moved that dodge piece, he hasn't seen it, because that's recovery. Yeah, okay. This is Ghorghor, like, oh god, he's doing it without the dodge piece. What are you doing, man? Are you re-rolling it? And you haven't even got block, so you have to roll a 5+ when you hit him, not a 4+. This is not the way, Ghorghor. Doesn't matter, failed the dodge anyway, but that was not the way. Not only was it not the way, you'd moved every single other person, so sacking the ball was completely irrelevant. 89% of the time, if you had made those dice, all that happens is he picks the ball back up. At turn 14 here, you can meet cube. You can just totally meet cube here. See, if you had the witch, you could do things. So this is why you protect the witch, right? Because if you had the witch, when bash teams do this to defend against the dive, you can use the frenzy to do things. He's all jammed together, so you can fill in squares and chain push him out or something. Like if you had the witch, you could probably push him to there, which gives you a 1 dice on the ball. So you can't get your witch clipped. It's not even that hard to do that. Like, you stand up, he goes there, and then the witch would, like, come in here to hit this into the thrower, and then you hit again, still on a 1 dice, and pushes the thrower out of the cage, right? This is why you need a witch on the pitch for plays like that. Which is why I like the 2 witch builds that people have brought, because they're just so necessary. Dark elves, like, live and die by, like, being clever with that kind of play. Doesn't roll a 6. It did roll a 6. Rolled 2 of them, in fact, on his own armor. Yeah, you can't allow this. So if you are going to dive here, you needed to move one of your blitzers over here. You can't allow this because he's just going to make the L shape around him now, and then you got nothing. You can't, like, it's fine to go for the dive, but you can't allow him to go in the corner if you're going to do it. You needed to be in the way. Or you needed to just not go for the dive this turn because this happens next turn. And you could have just waited to dive next turn. Based him up with blodgers. Hoped he didn't roll a pow and he can't put a meat cube together. And now you've lost. Now what, you praying for a timeout? I mean, that's insane. What's the point of that? Tell me you're not blitzing. Tell me you're not blitzing. Tell me you're not blitzing. What possible reason is there to blitz here, Br1ght? Never seen a Hexa Skull as more deserved in my life. Like, you could kill that lineman and it wasn't worth the risk. And there we go. That knocks Ghorghor Bey out of the World Championships. And now Br1ght will have to wait to see his future decided in Game 3. I will tell you how that scores work out in that next game. See you there.